All right. So, what are we hating on this week? The word optimal and the idea of hacking your own biology. The fact that we're all out here trying to be cyborgs instead of just being people. Why does everything have to be a hack? Why can't we just, I don't know, live? This week, we're dragging biohacking and optimization culture out into the light. We're talking about why searching for a shortcut is actually the longest way around and why real freedom isn't found in a hack, but in a system. We're diving into meditation streaks, color coded chaos, and why sometimes the most productive thing you can do is ask for help. Welcome back to Interested in Chaos. This episode is for anyone who's tired of trying to hack a life they haven't even started living yet. Let the chaos ensue.
You know what I hate about the world is the biohackers.
Absolutely. Why, biohacking just as a statement. Why are we hacking anything? Why does shit gotta get hacked?
Why does shit have to get
Well, come on. Like, you're going to hack your way through life? Like, how about live your life?
Yeah. Oh, that's so true. Because I even just looked up what biohacking is. Refers to the practice of making intentional changes to your life, diet, or environment to improve or optimize your body and mind's function. The word optimization to me is really fucking frustrating in this scenario because what do you mean? Why aren't you just living? Why does everything have to be an optimal and all of these? It feels like everything is so far away from reality. Like, are you living with your present self even?
Right. Like, I love nutrition, that part. And I love learning about ways to optimize. I'll put it in quotations. Actually, that reminds me of Lennon. She doesn't really know how to use quotations. So she'll just
I love it. They do it for no good reason.
trying to explain like what it means to her. And she'll be like, I'm trying to explain what it means to you. Like, she just uses it in the most whenever she feels like it. Yeah. Whenever she feels like it. She'll be like, yeah, Mom, are we gonna have dinner tonight?
No.
Or whatever. Yeah. Like, I love a good hack. I hate a hack. I hate a hack and I love a hack. I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
No, I know. I'm a scientist at heart. So I love an experiment and I love experimentation and I love this idea of trying new things in order to see the results. I think what is frustrating about that is that it takes away the life part.
Yes. The life part. And I feel like if you're looking for a hack, you're not willing to put in the effort. The hack part feels like a skip over. But when you read it, that's not really what the definition of it is. But I think the point that I'm trying to make here is that investigate, experiment, try the thing that works in order to create a system that works for you. Because it's the systems that will endure over time.
Right. Because I think because of the word hack, when I think of the word hack, I think of bypassing specifically.
Yeah. Right.
You're trying to maneuver your way around the system in order to get there faster or move to a different place than what you're currently in, which is neither good nor bad. But I think that's why it feels so unnatural, because you're not allowing for the system to essentially fall into place and do what it needs to
create the foundation of the system that will provide longevity and sustainability. Like, a hack feels also very temporary. Yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about hacks. Let's talk about systems. Systems that work, What systems do you have that you will not waver?
Well, I would say that all... I'm trying to be honest here. He agrees. I wouldn't say that I don't have, all of my systems are unwavering, but when I choose to implement a system, it stands until it doesn't. And one of the things right now, or rather, we were talking about this earlier today as far as systems. And so maybe this is true in the sense that they don't waver, but sometimes I fall out of them, but I come back to them because I know that they work. And so that for me, right, is
They haven't
having
wavered, you've wavered.
correct. Yeah, the system hasn't gone anywhere. I have wavered, but I have something that I know that I can come back to. And so the one thing that I always come back to, or rather I've been coming back to for the past 20 years, is meditation. That to me sets me up for so many fucking things that it's not even funny. It sounds
Yeah.
so cliche, but holy fuck. The moment I found meditation was the moment my entire life changed. I can't even lie. And
Yeah.
that has set the groundwork for other systems to be put into place. Like once I meditate, I feel like I can then go into the next system or the next.
It feeds the next one.
Right. It just feeds into the next, into the next, into the next. So I have, at this point, I am on day, since I've been tracking it on this app, 895. And I feel fucking great about that. Like when I
I
see those
feel
numbers, I'm like, holy shit, that's
at this
so
point,
cool.
I cannot not do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It feels like a detriment to myself when I don't, and I can tell the difference. Sometimes it's a couple of minutes, and I'm proud of that. And also, I notice the difference when it's only a couple of minutes. And then I do it the next day and it's for an hour. And I'm like, wow, that is why I do it for an hour. Because the effects are actually so much better than if I try to biohack my way through it.
Right. Right. You know, biohacking meditation. There's absolutely no biohack for presence.
Not at all. Not in the slightest. What meditation also allows me to do is let my brain sort of do what it wants to do, which is just fucking process and process and process. Like today, I was meditating and I was like, oh man, the system that I have, this I've calendarized my entire life. I have put it in a calendar and I've time blocked it all. And I love that. And I'm realizing that it needs restructuring because it's not working for me right now. And I haven't updated it ever since new things have come into my field and in my environment and in my work and in my life. And so there's a restructuring that is required. And I knew that and I could feel it, but the realization and the desire to do something about it came to me through my meditation today. And I was like, okay, great. Now I'm going to either set some time today or tomorrow to restructure that whole thing. So what did I do? I put it in my fucking calendar.
Calendar. Restructure calendar. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it on this podcast multiple times already how I live and die by my calendar. Everything goes in there. It is the foundation of a lot of my systems, you know, and the life stuff, like all my kids' stuff is in there and
I put my
everything. But
personal life in there.
yeah, I mean, that's still work for me, I feel like. It's like my entire life is work because I love what I do.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
all my personal stuff goes in there. It's my lifeline. But I'm also, as we're talking and speaking about systems, and we've got all the work systems, the business systems that we can share about, I'm realizing how many other systems are actually in play in my life that I didn't realize were systems until this moment. I have a
Mm.
system at the grocery store.
Ooh, do tell.
I have a system. I go to a similar, like, I have a handful of grocery stores that I enjoy. And the reason I know this is a system is because I went into a new grocery store the other day that I've never been in before. And I was like a little bit like, what do I do? Because I will go and I go through the produce and I get all of the produce. I go through the dairy, I get the dairy, and then I wrap around and I go to the till. Like
Mm.
I rarely am in an aisle. I don't need anything from the aisles. Like I go around the outside of the grocery store. I have my little routine. I even get very similar food because I know what the kids like to eat. And it just is such a system.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm noticing, and now I'm processing as you're describing this, that one can relate, they aren't necessarily exactly the same, but one can relate systems to rituals, and we ritualize our life in order to make it easier for us and to understand what's to come next or what we're desiring or what our goal is or what we're striving towards. And that ritual or that system helps sustain that, maintain that, bring us closer to that.
Right, which is the whole point. And it's not to not be experimental or adventurous or to try new things, but it is to know who and how you operate for an optimal life. Do we want to say that?
Boo.
Boo, boo, optimizing.
I just think it's a stupid fucking word.
Why?
I don't know why. I think it's just fucking dumb. Optimal. I don't know. I just think it's a fucking stupid fucking word.
All right. What would you want it to be instead? Ideal?
Ideal. I think I prefer ideal. Optimal to me, I instantly think of Optimus Prime, and I've always fucking hated Transformers ever since I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I fucking hated it. Like I watch the movies now and they're whatever to me, but my sister used to watch the television show and I fucking hated it.
I will leave a movie like that. Transformers, Need for Speed. Wait, that was a game. Wait, is that a movie too? Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
it is. And I just want to like drive my car like a fucking maniac. Do you ever feel that way?
Okay, so I have that with Fast and Furious always. I am a race car driver at heart. Swear to God, I'm either a race car driver or a getaway driver. One of the two feels really close.
Or like Baby Driver. Great movie.
Yeah. Or fight movies. When I watch boxing movies, I want to kick everyone's ass.
Just get out there and spread some violence.
I'm ready to fucking pummel everybody. So yes.
Yeah. I'm sure that happens for a lot of people.
I feel that heavily. I'm sure it does, and I feel like it doesn't also. Like people can watch fight movies and not ever feel the need to want to punch someone, but I get super jazzed.
I'm like all of it. I need to refrain, in fact, a lot of times if I get too amped up about something.
Oh, absolutely.
Actively refrain.
Yeah. But I think I don't like the word optimal because it denotes best, and there to me is like,
right.
It's almost too far reaching. It's you're not.
If you've decided that something's optimal, you might be missing something.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. Like it doesn't allow it does there's not room for something else to exist or differentiations. Like this is optimal. Shut the fuck up. Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it just your opinion?
Right. Yeah. I mean, systems keep my sanity, I think, for sure, especially being busy and being an entrepreneur and trying to create space for all the different projects and ideas and fucking multi-passionate shit we got going on. I mean, we have a pretty clear system built out for the podcast, obviously. What else would a system bring you? Why is it important?
A system always brings focus back to what is important, what I'm striving for, what is a goal, what I'm looking for in the future. So for example, another system that I do is when I want to work on something specifically, I will put on depending on what it is, like if it's something that I need to work on, I'll put on a specific type of music and I'll do it on YouTube specifically because it doesn't last forever. And so they'll have a playlist that is one video that lasts 45 minutes. And so once that specific video with a compilation of songs is over, I am done. I do not go, I do not pass go, I do not collect 200, I do not go next. I fucking stop. And that works really well for me because I can only work in increments of so many minutes. I just don't have the mental fortitude to sit for that long. So I give myself, knowing myself really, really well, that amount of time to work through something. And even if I did this the other day, I put on headphones, I put it on, it was like a hour and 15 minutes. And I was still getting up, but I never lost focus of what I was doing. Like whether I
Mhm.
went to grab a drink or like go to the bathroom, because the music was still playing in my head, I could immediately come back into what I was doing and just continue on. Where if that wasn't playing in the background, I would have got off the toilet and like done something stupid. You know?
Right. Yeah, just the distractions are
Right.
everywhere. Yeah. Well, I think that's why I value my calendar so much too, because it's just an extension of me and my brain. Like something I started doing is I've always color coded my calendar. It's always been color coded. But I also started once I know that clients aren't going to be filling the blocks, because I usually have my clients booked out for, weeks ahead and I leave some space for new ones and whatever. The start of the week, I will start filling in all the empty spaces with the tasks that I know I need to work on or that I'm looking forward to working on or whatever it is. And they're all color blocked. And so there's no question as to how I'm spending the hours of my day.
Right.
Will it change? Maybe. And I've got the flexibility and the discipline to get the shit done I know needs to get done. And also I can skip something if I don't deem it necessary. But the fact that it's there is at least giving me, here's your 10-minute, because then I have a 10-minute notification. Here's your 10-minute notification to wrap up what you're doing now, because this thing starts in 10 minutes. And
Right.
like as structured as that and crazy as that sounds, it keeps my energy sacred, held,
Yeah.
because otherwise there's just energy fucking vampires all around me. If it's work, emails, dogs,
Oh yeah.
phone, whatever it is. So I really enjoy that type of system for myself, and it has provided much success for my brain, for the way my brain works. And they're not long stints either. Like I usually don't do more than 90 minutes.
Absolutely. I find that the more systems that are in place, the more freedom that I have to
1,000%.
to do, because even the idea of thinking about what comes next is energetically fucking leaking. It's
Draining. Yeah.
exhausting. I
Because there's
hate having
endless things to do.
to sit and to plan every 5 fucking minutes every fucking day. It's like, oh, what's next? I don't want to fucking decide what's next all the time, all day
All the
long.
time.
I want to know
Right.
what's next and just fucking do it. Like there's a
Yeah.
time, and I also systematically do that as well. I create the system in one sitting for the week.
Yeah.
And so I
Right.
know what that looks
I
like.
fill in all
And
the
it's not
blanks.
necessarily the same every single week. It's very similar, but it's not necessarily always the same every week. But I sure as fuck know on Monday what the fuck I'm doing on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
And if I
It feels
don't,
good for me.
it's not happening. If it's not in my calendar, I'm not going. I'm not
Yeah.
going. I'm not going. And
Yeah, I
so,
use Google Cal. I think it's great. Like you can use the tasks in there, but I also really enjoy Asana for that. Like we collab on Asana. I collab with Janika on Asana for our human intelligence industry stuff.
yeah,
And it is such a good thing to have your projects organized, especially as a multi-passionate. You have more than one project that you're working on. Like
absolutely.
if you don't,
You're
whatever,
lying.
congratulations. You're lying. If you don't, you're lying. You know, project via task, via subtask, assigning it to whoever needs to do it, putting a date on it, putting the links in there. Like that level of organization, I think is so, so important for entrepreneurs and business owners, because otherwise it all lives in your head just rent free. And those are all those little energy leakages that take up time and space where it just doesn't need to occur. And these are apps that you can get on your phone too, so you don't have to be at your computer to be adding something in if you think about it. And it's just such a easy way to be organized, and I think this is a lack in some of the maybe spiritual communities where we're helping people build their businesses, because they want to be in the flow and they want to feel just like, oh, I'm gonna do it when I feel motivated to do it, or whatever that kind of like energetic excuse is to lack the containment energy that's necessary for success. They'd way
Mhm.
rather just be in their expansive energy and think that that flow
It's
is what is
all,
going to create their business and their life. And it's just not something that you can lean on. We all
yeah,
need containment in some aspect. And it
1000%. Which I
just,
found really
that kind of stuff provides
interesting
it.
from the spiritual side of it, because I would like to believe that for the most part, the people that consider themselves to be spiritual understand the necessity between flow and containment, masculine and feminine. It's not one thing all of the time, it's both of them held together because they both require one another. And you really can't, and too much of anything is a bad thing. And so if you're constantly only looking for flow, then you've completely lost yourself, because now there's nothing to hold that flow. It's just going out everywhere into the ethers and into your next thought and the next task and all of these things. And then you stop at the end of the day and you realize, I've done absolutely fuck all,
Mm-hmm.
right? All I've
Mm-hmm.
had was free fucking flowing thoughts of
Yeah.
fairylandia, and nothing got
Fairyland.
done.
Yeah. That feel good. They feel good, but they're not productive.
If that's how you want to live, great. But if you actually have goals in life, not fucking great. Come
Right.
back, right? Take
Mm-hmm.
the flow and put it somewhere. The water is still water inside of the cup.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, it's not, it,
In fact, the cup makes it consumable.
right. If that's your goal, hopefully it is. Hopefully there are goals. If, for folks that don't have goals, more power to you, because
Bye.
what are you doing? I'm so Confucius.
Confucius. I'm so Confucius.
Like,
Do you think
really?
people don't have goals?
I do.
Come on.
Because I think they're so
Really?
lost in the sauce. When you go so far away from reality and drive, goals are hard to establish because they don't feel possible. And so if you've consistently lived in impossibility and non-reality, why even have a goal? Everything's just fucking made up anyways, which is true. It is all made up, but we also do live in this world. You are
Mm-hmm.
part of this. You can't just fucking bypass the whole thing because you want to live in a
This
flow state.
and this world is here for the taking. Like, let's be honest. It's here for the taking. There's so much that you can do with your life.
Yeah.
There's
But
so
even
many excuses that people make for their
that
lives.
that too is such a flowy thought. There's so much you can do with your life, right? And they get
There's
lost in that sauce of like, well,
right.
there's so much to do. I can't
There's
think of a
too much
thing.
to do.
I don't know what to. I'm just gonna think all day long. It's like, oh fuck
Right. Because then
me.
they don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right, right. It's
Mhm.
like, rather than containing the thought process of like, okay, I'm gonna think for the next 10 minutes and whatever comes to me, that's what I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna go in.
Mhm.
No, it's like, I'm gonna think for the next, just gonna lay on this bedrock and just let the
Uh,
moon, the sun, and the stars and the sky give me direction. How's that working?
is that working out for you? See, I've been disciplined the
Period.
majority of my life, besides my younger years when I was just a fucking idiot and just getting drunk all the time and fucking partying.
I mean,
But I
there
was
was
still disciplined in that too. I actually
this.
was still very disciplined in that. So
Totally.
I'm a discipline whore. I love discipline. I love other people that are disciplined. Other people's discipline is attractive to me.
Oh, same. 1000%. Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you're disciplined? You
Oh
do
yeah.
you do what you say you're gonna do?
And consistently, discipline, consistency. It's all the things
Consistently
that we
with
say that we're
skill?
looking for, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Lady.
the reason why I love it though is because it leads to devotion for me. We've talked about this before, kind of the difference between discipline and devotion, if there even is a difference. Well, what we talked about actually was addiction versus devotion, which we can revisit that topic another time. But the devotion to me feels like, oh, this is the point right here. This is it. Like, this is what I'm living for. People don't feel that. Not everyone gets to feel that.
Not everyone feels it because not everyone slows down or lives in the present long enough to even, again, going back to taking the thoughts and condensing them down, seeing what feels important to them. If everything feels important, you haven't given enough time to sit with what is and actually feel into these things. Feeling is a
Mm.
flowy fucking thing, but a lot of us don't give that to ourselves either.
Yeah, making a connection here. Because even what you're saying about this laying in the stars and feeling the things and taking the direction from the moon, like that's when I actually feel this, right? But I'm there because of what I've done to get me there.
Mhm.
Obviously, like I feel that in my work too. I love what I do. I'm so grateful for my job every day. And when I'm out in nature, snowboarding, fucking
Period.
rollerblading with my kids, on the water, on the boat, like actually out enjoying my life is when I feel the devotion reward. Would you call it that? So maybe
Yeah.
people just skip over that and just choose all of that other stuff.
All the time though, right? And anything all the time can become a problem. If I could live outside, I would. I would just be a fucking nomad who lives off Mother Earth and doesn't wear shoes or clothes and is just a fucking earth sun goddess. Like, I would do that. Sure. And also, I think if I actually did, I would get to a point where I would require something else. There has to, like, there, to me, always has to be another side of things, another balance, another aspect that creates an opposition and a contrast that allows me to appreciate that type of living as well. So when I go outside and I plant my feet in the dirt and I walk or I hike or I sit by a stream or I'm in a fucking waterfall, the appreciation and the level of serenity is so fucking high
Right.
because I have a contrast to it as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It actually holds a
Wait,
specific meaning
right?
and a weight. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So systems are what can provide these pockets of meaning.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. Systems create pockets of meaning. Ooh, did we just do something there?
It's percolating. So for someone who does not have a system in place or maybe is questioning now what systems even look like in their lives, the one of the best places to start to incorporate something that can be systematic is to look at your life and figure out what is the one place that completely drains my energy. What is one place in your life, your business, your work, like the work you do, relationships, whatever it is, that consistently drains your energy? Is it that an hourly drain? Is it daily? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? And then what? Just ask yourself, what about that task can be more routined, can be more specific, can be more automated,
Intentionally
take out what's
focused.
not working,
Mhm.
because if we don't look at these things that actually drain us, then the result is what? Anger, disappointment,
Resentment.
fatigue,
Yeah.
resentment, missed
Overwhelm.
opportunities,
Mhm.
overwhelm. So it's an example of that. Well, you can use my example. I fucking despise making thumbnails. I hate it. Like for this podcast, I will edit, I'll do show notes, I'll write emails, I'll do social media, like all of these things I enjoy. And then it gets to the YouTube fucking thumbnail and I want to stab myself in the face. There's something about it I just can't. I can't. So I needed a new system for that. I tried AI, I tried Canva, I tried nothing. Nothing was work. No new system would work because I just fucking despise it that much. So my new system was asking you to do it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that worked immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Like I think the
Sometimes
word
there's systems.
I think of
Acquire them.
really, I guess, menial things. I guess they're not menial, but I live now in a house by myself,
Mhm.
which is very new to me. And fucking, I fucking hate cleaning, but also because nobody has lived here for so long, it was like I walked in and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Honest to God, what the fuck am I doing? So I cleaned a singular room, and I contained myself in that fucking room the whole fucking time. And I realized that's stupid. It's really fucking dumb. So my cousin came over and she was like, "What the fuck, bitch?" And I was like, I don't know what to do." And so she helped me, my cousin, and one of her cousins, we cleaned my entire house. It took us 3 hours. And now my system is I just clean, or I maintain the space that's already cleaned, one different room every day. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, I clean all of the bathrooms. That is all. That is it.
Yeah. The other great thing about systems is that they can correlate as boundaries, right? Like my morning system includes a 20-minute meditation these days because I'm trying to find the right amount of time that works for me and the kids because the kids are always fucking up. Like, well, they're not fucking up. They're
Oh, they're
fucking
fucking up
awake.
now.
Well, we're all fucking up. So I'm trying to find, I've been consistently over the months working on figuring out a time for this, a place for this, and how much time. Blah, blah, blah. Well, the system is I meditate for 20 minutes. Don't bother me. And the more that I do that, and the more I'm doing it just in front of them, like James came and sat on my lap today for a while. Like, fine. I don't need to be completely left alone. I don't need to be, because that's part of the practice too, is remaining present to what is external
Environment.
to my environment. But the more that I'm doing it and the more that I'm just executing my system in the morning with them, the more they leave me the fuck alone.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Like they'll know that they're going to get everything that they need when I stand up. It's, like sometimes the systems in your life become also the boundaries that you can create with the people in your life.
Yeah. One of my boundaries that is tied into my system is that I start my day, like my actual, after I've done all the stupid shit I don't want to do, I go for a walk for 20 minutes. And if I don't go for a walk, my day literally hasn't started. And when I come back from my walk, it's usually about time to start working, and like that feels good to me. And the folks that I work with and the clients that I have, I do not allow them to schedule, or I do not put work in front of that space. I just don't. It's not
No, of
possible.
course.
And
Yeah.
I'm very clear
Like,
on that.
yeah. Yeah. The bell system at school is one of my systems. For that exact reason. The mornings are the mornings. The girls are here. We're doing the things. We're getting ready. Blah blah blah. Drop them off at school. That's my trigger too. Yours is the walk. Mine's the walk or drive or bike or whatever it is to school and back.
Mhm.
My 28 hours a week. It's already set. I gotta do what I can with what's provided to me by
Exactly.
choice. I want to
Yeah.
be there for my kids before and after school. That was part of the reason why I'm an entrepreneur.
Mm.
I get 28 hours. What am I going to do with them? I better be fucking disciplined if I want to build a business.